All right, we're live again. So yes, sorry viewers, not sure what happened there. Had some technical issues and the stream died. Thanks Google. But yeah, we're back on now, probably for a couple of minutes just to round off. I think we were talking about the Amir King Khan potentially fighting Adrian Broner, which was Mike's idea. And I think we were talking about who would pick. I think I said that I'd pick Amir Khan. Chris, I think we're going to get your point of view on why you would pick Khan, if I remember correctly.
Why would I pick Khan? It's the simple hand speed that I've got with Khan. I know that, timing issues and his chin and everything, but it's hand speed. You see when Khan's firing, I mean, there's points in those matches. I mean, even against Canelo, those rounds prior to him getting laid out on the mat, he was doing a good job. He was doing a real good job, and I think he'll do the same. He's just can't get hit. You can say that. He just can't get hit. But I mean, other than that, if he stays out of touch, I think technically Khan will take that. But again, it's tough with Khan, isn't it? It's tough.
Yeah, I just
he gets hit and it's
and the thing is, obviously there's that switch in your brain. A lot of fighters talk about it. Once you've been tagged and you switch off in the fight, it only goes downhill from there. Like, no, I'm being serious. I've even heard guys in UFC say it, and I saw that one of my favorite fighters of all time yesterday. I know it's off boxing, but Alistair Overeem, super heavyweight, mate. Once he gets touched, he just falls like a bag of potatoes, man.
No, Amir Khan.
So he got an uppercut, and he felt like it was a computer game. It looked like CGI. It didn't even look real. Like, I was like, damn.
What you say, the Tyson Fury ceiling job, yeah?
Hey, that was bad.
I got to steal that line, man. Ceiling job. It's like he's plastering ceilings. But no, Mike, you're absolutely right. And I was just thinking about because Chris, you made the point on Amir Khan once he kind of gets touched. I completely forgot about that. And Broner is low output. He is, and I think that would be his downfall in the fight. But yeah, he's certainly in that fight until the end of round 12, because we've seen with Khan before, hit him in the right place, behind the ear. Behind the ear, he's particularly susceptible. Chin, moustache. I mean, anywhere on his chin. Mike. So for the viewers' benefit, right? And I don't know how many viewers we've got left because we cut off. But me and Mike went to the same secondary school, and there was just people in that school that you knew when they had a fight, they would get knocked out. you just knew it. And we're not promoting violence on the podcast, of course. But I'm just saying, back in the day when you're growing up, it was a bit of a rough school. You just knew, oh, who had a fight today? X and Y. Well, Y's got the chin of a 3-year-old, so you knew it was getting knocked out. We've probably got a list. If me and Mike sat down for like a minute, we'd probably come up with 5 names of people who just had chins of babies. So yeah, Amir Khan unfortunately is not blessed with a chin. But yeah, he is blessed with a lovely wife and a loving family, and yeah, good luck to him for 2018. I think that was pretty much it in terms of topics. I mean, we covered a bit. Was there anything else, just throwing it open, that anyone wanted to throw in that we missed potentially?
Do you think Briggs is going to get a fight?
Oh, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Shannon, let's go, Briggs. Shannon, where's the steroids, Briggs?
Let's go, Shannon.
I'm so disappointed when they said he's been doing roids in the back in his garden, mate. I was
Mike, let's think about it, yeah. Like, when I heard that, I thought, well, yeah, I mean, I can see it, right? Because and roids is a funny one, because roids doesn't give you a beach body, but it does give you, some obviously nasty benefits, and we all know about the nasty side effects as well of roids. But when it came out that he was on roids, I can't say that I was surprised. He was acting edgy. He was acting edgy. He was acting edgy. He was slightly erratic. He was sweating a lot. As well, like he was in really good shape. Yeah,
I started suspecting him when he just jumped on the plane and just came and started knocking on David Hayes' door. Wait, this guy's too charged, to be natural. Like this.
Yeah, because there's like in life, you meet people and like you think, wow, this person's got a lot of energy, and I like that. And then you get people who are just too hyped up all of the time, and you're thinking, is it roids? Is it class A? Is it class B? We just don't know. And my suspicions, but this is only allegedly, so let's make it clear, it's allegedly. But my suspicions were that he was probably on recreational as well as performance enhancing. The way he was charging around London looking for David Hay, he was just way too pumped up. And the thing is, there's only so much rum and stuff you can drink to get you that pumped up before you actually like start sleeping. So yeah, Briggs, shout out to Cannon Briggs if you're listening. But yeah, I was
a fan. Yeah, like the humorous side. I was actually a big fan of Briggs, and then when that news came out, I was just so disappointed. I was like, shit, I felt like a kid. Like, bro, this is actually one of my heroes. But that I followed him when I had Instagram. I was like, oh, fucking hell, man, that's my guy.
It was a weird one, Mike, because when it came out, like, as I said, I wasn't surprised, but it was like, and then I thought logically about it, and I thought, okay, what comparison can I make it to somebody out of his era, right? Because Briggs was from like the previous era of heavyweights. And then I thought, it's like Lennox Lewis coming back, chiseled as anything, charging around the streets. Like it just doesn't add up, does it? And then obviously the roids and stuff. But did you see that video? So this is when I knew it was a wrap for this guy. Did you see that video of Briggs post the kind of PED allegations where Mike, you ain't seen that video?
No.
I'm gonna post it in our group. So what he does, so there's music playing in the background, like some rap music, it's an instrumental, and credit to the producer because the instrumental is actually quite hard. but so he's there and he's dancing and he's holding up flashcards and he's like, I can't remember what the flashcard said. I don't know if they said that Shannon Briggs is innocent, but he's like skanking out. The music's playing, and he's like, what did he say? He's saying like, "Oh, let's go, champ." I think one of the flashcards was like, "Let's go, champ," and he's just there dancing. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a guy who knows that time's up. Varda have finally caught up with him. Because I don't know why you need to be dancing. Like, I don't know. I just didn't. It just seemed
something
Mike, I'll post the video in the group. I saw it. I liked the music, but I just thought, what is he doing? Like, so yeah, I'm not sure. But
no, I don't see him fighting at that level now, because the closest he got to it was when he came down to London, aggravated Hay at a conference, pulled his hair.
Yeah, he pulled his hair. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to see Hearn in his mansion, all of that. IFL was following him around, it was building some momentum. And then obviously, I don't know, I feel sorry for him because he's actually trying to do everything by himself. There's no
Mike, and I agree. I felt sorry for him because, like, once again, like you, I was a fan of him during that period, but I just thought that have any of the kind of promotion that can everyone hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So he didn't have any of the promotion of like, Matchroom or PBC or Top Rank or whatever, and all his promotion was off his own back, and he was doing great stuff. But the thing about it is, like, he went to meet Eddie Hearn at Matchroom HQ, and I think he was trying to get on an undercard there. Obviously, he wanted the fight with Hay. I just think back to, do you remember his one fight on the Hay undercard? One of those bums that Hay fought. But do you remember that fight?
Yeah.
I don't know if. Like he was fighting like an old man. Have you ever seen an old man fight where their arms are pinned into the side of their body and like they throw like little short shots? Like it was just like, yeah, he looked weird. It looked really weird. Like, I'll post that in the group as well. But the performance was just weird, and I just knew to myself, look, this isn't the Shannon Briggs that we know, and Hay probably would have knocked him out. But yeah, I did want him to get that payday because apparently there was a sad story around him losing all his money and stuff and going broke and stuff like that. But
that's what I wanted him to get paid. Like, more than anything, I was like, yeah, man. Like, life, give this guy a good shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just wanted him to get the payday, and I kind of feel for him, but it just shows people that PEDs isn't the way, man. Like if you're an athlete, you gotta put the work in, man.
No, as we
Don't
said in the other podcast, like the last episode, I think it's a matter of who is getting caught. 90% of these guys are taking something, if we're being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
But who's able to mask it better? Who has the better medical staff behind them? The better, PR.
Did someone say AJ? Allegedly, you get me?
Allegedly.
AJ, man, please don't do it.
That legal smoke coming through his door.
Yeah, that's a disclaimer. All views said on the podcast are nothing to do with the BusyBee brand. Shout at Chris for further information. But a lot of Mike, you're absolutely right. A lot of boxers are using masking agents. A lot of boxers are using diuretics to cut weight. A lot of boxers are doing some dirty stuff, but they're just doing it very clever. We saw what was happening in Russia with the state-sponsored doping, where they had these super laboratories, and dirty piss tests were coming through one window and then put through a hole in the wall, and all sorts of mad stuff was happening. And I've got no doubt that boxing is rife with PEDs, but there's people who are doing it at such a high level they can't be caught. What I do like, though, that the WBC are doing is this what's it called? The clean drug program, where if you're a WBC champion or you're part of the WBC rankings, you have to be part of, I think it's not USADA, I think it's VADA drug testing, which is really good. And what's happening is they're catching drug cheats. I think it was actually WBC who caught Ortiz. And I think they've been catching more and more boxers because they're doing this random drug and random blood and urine testing. And they just turn up at your door saying, look, we're acting on behalf of the WBC. We need your piss now. So now they're doing a good job, and hopefully they can rid the sport. Funny enough, on that AJ point, do you remember after the fight when Wilder was calling him Anthony Juicing Joshua? Yeah, because apparently a lot of people do think AJ's juicing. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't
see him doing much weight training, but he's getting huge, man. He's like 18 plus now.
Yeah, he came in at a career heaviest, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, what?
And I think he said something.
What, you think he's not due? You think that's protein shakes? I mean,
well, Chris, allegedly, right? Like, obviously, you're an athlete. Like, we've seen AJ's career. And I actually thought the early version of AJ, when he was slightly more leaner, I thought that he looked more dynamic. I think now he's slightly more muscle bound, too muscle bound, because it's sapping his stamina. And obviously he's having conditioning issues when the fights go a bit later. But I mean, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think that it's obvious that he needs to cut down on the muscle mass, but do you, without wanting to get a call from anybody, do you think that AJ is potentially doing something that he shouldn't be doing? Or, I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, without being too direct, I think he is probably doing something, but that goes hand in hand with most elite performers, to be fair. But the size of which he started at to the size of which he is now, and you're basically saying he's doing boxing training and not much weight training, and he's got to that size. How? Like, diet-wise, I mean, he's packed on a lot of muscle mass. A lot of muscle mass.
See, I thought he was doing a lot of weight training, and this was the issue, right? I thought he was doing a lot of pad work and then hitting the gym and fucking benching like 180 kg or something. He said
he doesn't do much weight training.
Yeah, I don't believe that, man. He's too big not to do that. What? Everyone who's done weights before knows you're like, there's genetics and there's just like crazy weight training, right? He's going gym. He's doing chest, shoulders, arms, everything, man. Squats, clean and press. He's doing everything, man.
He looks like he's doing everything and some. I mean, he's huge. He's like a universal soldier. Remember that movie?
No, he's
6.
He's definitely chiseled, but Yeah, that's definitely a discussion that we'll cover on another day. We
If
don't
he's
know.
just drinking protein shakes, I want that protein shake that he's
Hey,
drinking.
whatever shake I need to buy that shake, boy. Let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that definitely needs to be
company
put
makes
in.
a hell of a lot of money.
That definitely needs to be put into mass production. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we had the technical issues, so sorry. I think we lost quite a few viewers there, but no worries. I'll clean up the kind of titles post show. But yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. It's a monthly podcast, so we don't go as often as the others, but we do try and bring a bit of banter as well. Hopefully next month we'll do probably a Christmas special. Probably be hard to find time, but we'll do a Christmas special and we can kind of cover the fights and a few more happenings in the world of boxing. Please support the channel as mentioned. Like the videos, comment if you think we're doing good stuff. Even if you don't like us, please comment. Follow me on Twitter at BusyBee Boxing. Just please support the channel by liking and subscribing. And yeah, that's a wrap up, guys. Thank you for tuning in, man. And one love.
All right, nice one.
Thanks, guys.
No worries.